Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.
GenGators Power Systems is the area's leading Kohler standby generator solution, specializing in maintenance, repair, and installation on all major brands, from gas to diesel and 2kW to 2000. Home or commercial, our team has you covered. Our factory-certified technicians and installers are highly trained to provide response and repair when you need it the most. We service what we sell, period. Trust the GenGators, where we sink our teeth into service.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. We're going to check in with Thibodaux, more specifically with the traffic circle changes that are happening in Thibodaux. Clint Dempster, Lieutenant Clint Dempster, is the Thibodaux Police Department Public Information Officer. Appreciate you joining us, Clint. I know they've been working on that. It was a Canal and Jackson. They've been working on they're going to put in a circle there. There's been a lot of work going on there, and I know people would love to have an update of what's going on.
Yeah, no, again, thanks for having me, Harry. As always, when we start talking about this traffic circle, we appreciate the public's patience with it. It's a process. It takes a little while because we are keeping the lanes partially open so traffic can still flow through and not cut off the whole portion of it, which is why we kind of keep changing the traffic circle areas and directions and stuff like that to allow them still to construct it while still being operated. So that's why we see a lot of changes through the process, but it's a lot better than it being completely shut down and having to take an alternate route altogether, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you see so many different changes as the progression goes.
Yeah, no, it's good. I drive through there, and it really hadn't been that bad. And so, give us an update of what we're going to be changing. I think we have a map too that'll be looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you look here on the map, pretty much everything's going to stay pretty much the same as it's been in the recent past. The only change, if you'll notice right on the northern end of the tip of the yellow, and also the blue right there, you're going to see a temporary traffic light on each side of that. That is actually gonna turn from red to green. They won't have any yellow. It'll turn from red to green in both directions. Reason being is they're gonna be working on that portion right there a good bit in the coming days and weeks. Is gonna cause that lane to turn into a one lane. So southbound traffic will go for a while, then a light will change, and then northbound traffic will go. It's just extremely important to realize that if you're coming northbound into the yellow, when you get to the point where you have to yield to the oncoming traffic coming on Canal Boulevard, you have to stop at that point and pay attention to that traffic light as well. So not only do you have to yield at this point, you have to pay attention to the traffic light. If it's red, you cannot go, even though you have a clear path from the northbound traffic on Canal. Once it's green, you're more than welcome to go. And the same thing on the other side when you're traveling southbound on Jackson Street.
Yeah, and Canal actually looks like it hardly affected at all. You'll be able to just roll on there. I think people are used to using those. I know with Track Bay to Vacherie right there, when they were working on the bridge, you either had a red or a green light. So I think people are familiar with that. And, it'd take a little time, but look, that's going to be good. Is that part of a traffic pattern and we're going to see more circles in Thibodaux?
This is more so a state project. The state's also the one who did the one on Audubon. So this is more, I know the city is involved, but it's a state highway. So this is a state project that's going on. Where the state looks to go to next, I'm not really sure.
Right.
There's talk of having some more inside the city. I think a lot of people are, they not used to change. You know, they don't like change. They kind of shy away from change. You know, so but ultimately at the end of this rainbow, I think it's going to be something good for the community, good for traffic flow. And for that intersection, you know,
without a doubt,
a lot of people don't realize the amount of crashes that we had from the vehicles yielding onto Highway 20, onto Canal Boulevard from Jackson Street, and prior to this circle. So we're hoping that this changes things, and it kind of keeps the continuous flow of traffic going. That's the whole point of it. There's a lot of studies that go back, you know, that they have them in your bigger cities, and they work well. So we're hoping that we have the same result here.
I'm with you, Clint. I'm pro circle. Mark me down as pro circle. Wherever they can get them, do away with stop signs and red lights for sure.
I agree.
You also have another program that's coming up, the Click It or Ticket campaign. So tell me a little more about that.
Yeah, so that actually started yesterday. That is funded through our Louisiana Highway Safety Commission. And basically, we have off-duty officers. There's different campaigns throughout the year. This particular one is centered around a Memorial Day holiday. And that would be for 12 days. For the next 12 days, it started yesterday. But our officers who are off duty, they pick up this. And again, it's like I said, it's all state funded. And the target there is just to make sure that everyone is secured, using their seatbelts, using child restraints properly. It's just very important. A lot of people don't realize the amount of deaths that you know officers work, state police works when it comes to unrestrained motorists. So you know this is just a way that we can kind of take time and target those things, and hopefully you know encourage people to wear their seatbelts to where you know we try to cut down a little bit on the amount of deaths, fatality crashes that we have. When it's no seatbelt involved.
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable that people don't wear them automatically now, just from the pinging that goes on in your car. But yeah, it just seems like so natural nowadays. But so it'll run from Monday, Monday, May 20th. It'll last until June 2nd. So yeah, I think most people. Do you still see a lot of people without seatbelts?
Unfortunately, we do. It's more common than what you think.
Right.
And again, like I said, I know a lot of people have window tint on their vehicles. That's another thing that that has been being cracked down on by Troop C and Louisiana State Police. But again, there's reasons why they have the tinted window laws in effect. And again, the officers can't tell if you have your seatbelt on if you have the tinted windows. So just some things to keep in mind. All
right, Lieutenant Clint Dempster, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate the update.
You got it. Thank you, Aaron.
All right, we'll be right back with more Bayou Time after this.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.